girl Victoria, back to with another review for The Never Ever Met Season 1, Episode 4, called Disconnections. We're just gonna get we gonna all right. So we got some of the guys working out. Ain't giving nothing. We didn't have people doing stuff around the house, to make us see like they do stuff other than argue and whatnot. And then we had Millie and Greg, they chilling and talking. All right, cute. Moving on, we have Diamond talking to Millie, saying she want to talk to Sandia about Chris and Joanna and like the little connections that they seem like they got going on. So she pulls Sandia to the side, and Diamond and Millie talk to Sandia about, the concerns they have for her because of, what Chris doing behind her back, flirting a little bit with Joanna. And, Cindy is not stupid. She's privy to the, what's been going on. You can tell based off of her body language and her reactions when, it seems like Chris and Joanna do connect on certain aspects or certain conversations and whatnot. And, Diamond and Millie said they have her back, and, no matter what, they're always going to ride for her pretty much. Sandia said she wants to confront Chris first before she even goes to talk to Joanna, but they said, they know how Joanna could be. So if Joanna does try to get loud with anybody, it's like they definitely gonna get loud with her. And, even, first Millie says she gonna get loud with her. Then we got Diamond saying, oh, I will put my religion down and, get loud with her too. And I'm just like, can we wait till that actually why are we already projecting that it's going to be happening to the point you're going do you want a fight, what I'm saying? But all right, you here for Sandia, you got her back, all right, we appreciate that. So we have Sandia, she pulls Chris to the side. Well, they're sitting down eating, and he's like, oh, what was that conversation that Diamond pulled you to the side about? So she confronts him, and Chris immediately dismisses it and calls Sandia jealous and said it's annoying, and he calls Joanna down to kind of come to his defense. Joanna comes down with Aaron J, and she's saying it's pretty much people coming to Sandia telling her all this false stuff, so that's why she feeling some type of way. And even Aaron letting us know in the confessional, he's not really bothered by it either. I think he makes a comment, but I'm just like, Aaron, pipe down. I ain't trying to hear nothing you have to say. You a yes man at this point. You just gonna agree. You not trying to have, you already know ain't nothing going on between you and Joanna, so you just gonna agree with everything she says to make it seem like you guys are one united front. But it's like one united front as a friendship and not as a relationship. Ain't about Aaron. At this point, you're non-existent. You're a non-factor. You're irrelevant. Anything you say is, we already know it's not really how you feel, because you probably don't really have no feelings for her, because you already know what she about. I be trying to feel bad for you, especially with her calling you a 60-year-old and stuff. But when you be doing stuff like this, I'm like, bro, you don't got no backbone, whatsoever. We talking about Brandon not having no backbone. Aaron J seemed like he got no backbone to me. But what do I know, right? So anyway, Sandia's just left to feel not belittled, but kind of just what's the word? I empathize with her, because I feel like I too feel that way at times, where it's just you're not one to really speak up like that, but in the times that you do, they kind of shut you down, make it seem like you're stupid, or the reason or the way for you speaking up is it's dumb, it's not real, it's fake, fake news type of stuff. And so they downplay it, your feelings and all that stuff. So to the point, it's why do I even say anything? Because y'all don't even take me serious when I try to even express myself. So I feel like that's what she's feeling. And it's just I don't know, she just be walking around looking like a sad puppy, and I'm just you're letting a nigga like Chris make you feel that way? Who pursued who? I feel like Chris pursued you first. So at the end of the day, you should really be walking around listen, you came to me. I didn't go to you. So you need to be walking up with that head on your shoulders, I'm that B, because he came to me. I didn't go to him. And you need to proceed and move yourself around as like that. Don't be walking around here with a little blanket to dry over you and looking so sad and lost. You need to be walking around with that blazer dress that you walked on your first date with homeboy, and act like you that beat. and act like you're not, going to tolerate it, because it's like you'll make mention of it, but it's just like, but I just want you to like not talk to her like that. No, no, no. You with a guy like that, you can't be approaching it in that way, because he's easily gonna walk over you, and be passive aggressive. Like, you gotta be like, look, I don't know what the hell y'all got going on, but I'm not gonna tolerate that, because I know good for damn sure you're not gonna appreciate if I did that to you. And he said like, oh, if she were to do it, I wouldn't care. Like, that's that insecure. I'm not insecure. Chris, Chris, really, really, you're not insecure. But let's go back to night one, where you were talking about like a girl gonna hop on another dick anyway, so I might as well just do what I gotta do with her, and then goes to afterwards. But you're not insecure, right? But you're the way you're moving is not, underlying insecurity. That don't make no sense to me. Because if you really wasn't insecure, you wouldn't even be treating females the way that you be treating females. But the fact that you're so quick to be like, let me hop off her before she leave me and hop on another, that sounds like major insecurity to me. So the next time you want to talk about dismiss her and her feelings, I feel like you're trying to dismiss her so you feel superior than her, because maybe the girl who broke your heart made you feel like that. So you feel like, okay, I gotta do it to women before they do it to me, because it's already happened to me once and I don't want it to happen to me. Chris, please. You ain't fooling nobody. You ain't fooling nobody, sweetie. Sweetie, you ain't fooling nobody. Okay? We know you've been hurt. And I don't know what it is. Like, girls do it too, but I don't know what it is with guys. When they've been hurt, it's just really F everybody. And like, let me dog out all these females, knowing good and well in hell, I'll be so pissed if a guy did that to my mom, to my sister, to my daughter. But y'all do, like, I don't understand. Y'all don't make no sense to me. But what do I know, right? I don't know nothing. I don't be watching shows like this all the time, and getting privy to how people be acting and stuff like that based off past childhood traumas and stuff. I don't know, but I don't know nothing. I didn't go to college for psychology. I ain't no expert. I ain't no PhD. You know what I'm saying? But I know a little bit of something, a little bit of something. Anyway, moving on. So then we have Tashonda. She doing these like couples check-ins with all the couples. She starts off with Millie and Greg. It goes well. Ain't nothing much to take from that conversation. We then have the guys talking about Chris and Joanna. And, because Chris was the first one to bring it up. So then we have Aaron H. kind of letting him know how it's being perceived to like everybody else. And Greg even tries to give advice on like how Chris should go about it moving forward, try to, show more love and attention to your girl and whatnot. And Chris said that's insecurity. That's him giving in. And it's really the other girls making it bigger than it needs to be. Chris, listen, at this point, I already peeped game. I already know what you about. So I ain't really trying to put more effort. I already said what I had to say just, 30 seconds ago. So, all right, whatever. We didn't get to Sienna and Brandon. They sit down with Taronda. Did I say Tashonda before? I'm so sorry. Taronda. I keep getting it mixed up. Taronda. And immediately goes left. We already know how Sienna is. She's quick to be on the defense mode. And at the end of the day, Sienna wants to continue the relationship, but Brandon says he doesn't see a future romantic relationship with her right now. And I'm like, good for you. And Sienna seems like she respects it. But my question is, why y'all still in the house? Like, you already say you don't want to continue a romantic relationship. So this is what this show is about. So if you're already saying you don't, like, I'm surprised Taronda wasn't like, so do you want to stay together, not be together? Like, because if y'all not going to be together, we can end this right now. Y'all could go home. But they're still there. There was no talks of them leaving. So I'm very, like, that's what I'm saying. This show is weird. So they're not going to go home? They just going to stay, even though Brandon already verbalized that he doesn't want to continue a romantic relationship with homegirl. So they're just going to pursue a friendship relationship for the rest of this show, the season and whatnot. Anyway, there's nothing else I can say. Well, okay. We didn't get to Brandon. He goes to talk with the guys about his meeting with Taronda. So you're still here. Okay. Taronda then sits down with Joanna and Aaron J next. They talk about the rumors of, Chris and Joanna. And like I said, Aaron is such a yes man. So he kind of like doesn't see nothing wrong with it. And that's when excuse me, Tarana asks them about their connection. Do they have a connection and whatnot? So they say yes, and I'm just like, whatever. Like they're gonna keep saying yes. They're not gonna say no at this point. So why we still steady asking them? Like they just one of those fake couples that just gonna be there and ride it out and not have any, disagreements or whatnot. Like they already concocted their plan coming on this show. Just like other people concocted their plan coming on this show. Alexis and Diamond, or I keep saying Diamond, Dominique. So then we have Millie's sister, Sophia. She comes over. Look, I've been telling this. You know the comments that be on social media that be saying, like, I'm no better than a man. I had to tell two of my friends this past weekend. Strictly to clear, right? But I'm no better than a man. I can appreciate it. Like, I told you guys this before. Like, females, they be doing the damn thing. Like, we be doing the damn thing. And some females, they just be doing the damn thing. Like, I know some people are just like, what you gagging so much over. But I don't know, there's sometimes just certain auras to people. I just be looking at them like, you cute. Like, girl, Sophia, I was like, okay, Miss Thickums. The outfit, I'm like, I don't know. Millie's beautiful girl too, but I feel like if I was a guy, I don't know. Sophia, she, she, she look like she hit to me. Millie, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. I don't want that to get misconstrued. Okay, Millie is a gorgeous woman. Her older sister, though, I just feel like if I was a guy, I would, Sophia would be more for me, in all aspects, than Millie. Millie, I don't know, you give little veganisms to me. Sophia look like 7-course meal. Get good food, all stuff. But I'm not a man, okay? I just want to put that out there, like, your sister, if I was a guy, she could get it. She could get it. But, I'm sure somebody rebagged them. So, and I'm not a guy. So, but like I said, I can appreciate her feet. We're going to move on. Okay, I'm going to stop gagging over her sister. So, Millie and her sister sit down and talk. Millie does get emotional because her sister does let her know, like, you deserve so much and whatnot. And, they briefly talk about her childhood trauma, trigger warning, in her distress. She says she does have to tell Greg about her trauma because, she has been R-word before. And, she doesn't go in depth. Not that she has to, but it's just like, that, she kind of blurted it out, and I'm just like, okay, this is something you're still dealing with, which a lot of people still do deal with that, which is very unfortunate. And hopefully you're getting the help that you need to get over, or not get over, but to get through your trauma. So they have Greg join in conversation, but Sophia does kick Millie out, so she have a one-on-one conversation with Greg. It does go well. Then Greg's mom, Christy, shows up, and Greg sits down with his mom as a one-on-one talk. I thought it went well. His mom is so cute. She seems so sweet and nice, and she seems like she would, for the most part, if Greg's bringing somebody home, she's going to accept them. She's going to be like, hey, it's my sweet baby. So that's the vibe she gives. But it's like, even if you were to hurt her son, I don't feel like she's going to treat you like crap, but she's just not going to invite you over for, like, food and dinner and, like, cookies and milk no more. That's it. So, other than that, we have Shay and Josh. They back in the boom boom room. Like, I'm just like, y'all have all these couples. Y'all really have only one boom boom room? It might as well just be Shay and Josh's room at this point, because it's just like, y'all just always in there. And, Shay letting us know she ain't trying to focus on the other couples and their drama. Good for you, because I'll be the same way, especially if I'm in the boom boom room with my man. Of course. I 100% understand you, girl. I got you. I got you. So, anyway, he's rubbing her feet and whatnot. Popping her some bubbly. They talking. Okay, cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We then have Millie talking with Greg's mom for a little bit before she leaves. Sophia leaves too. You already know I already called this show weird for having them come for 2 seconds and then leave. And then we have Chris and Sandia. They sit down with Tarana next. Cindy immediately brings up the whole Chris and Joanna situation. We have Chris saying he's annoyed, he doesn't have time to entertain her mood swings, and not all her feelings are valid, and she needs to work on her insecurities. He don't got nothing to work on because Toronto was saying, y'all need to work on your communication. He's like, I don't got to work on nothing, but she got to work on her insecurities. So he's like, he feels like they have the best chemistry in the whole house because because of the fact that they're both Haitian, they both value the same things and whatnot. And Sandia even says she sees a future with Chris. And, well, let me finish what happened in the scene first. Rhonda says that Chris needs to be more considerate of her feelings, and then she can in turn be more considerate with his feelings, and that's how relationships work. Now, you mean to tell me, Sandia, after all the BS he just said in that matter of minutes, well, for us it's minutes, for them it could be like 30 minutes, you still see a future with this guy? After all, he invalidated your feelings, and you still see a future with this guy? At this point, I'm trying to better myself. So at this point, if it's to that point, Sandia, then there's nothing else I need to say here. I already peeped game when you let him gaslight you, from the first incident, and you gonna move forward and stuff because you're like, oh, we really not in a relationship. I already knew what it was then, but now you kind of low-key have proof because they keep wanting to say it's everybody else bringing it in, but it's just like, nah. Like, if you watch her body language and the way she be looking at Chris when he be like, she already felt some type of way. They just verbalized it to the point where she finally verbalized it, but you already could tell she was feeling some type of way. And you try to bring your issues to him, like your concerns and stuff, and the fact that he dismisses it time in and time out as if it's nothing, and says your feelings are not valid. Like, he says all this BS, but he says one little nice thing about you, like you're a kind person, and you guys both value the same thing, and you have the best connection or chemistry, whatever, in the house. Which I'm still trying to figure out how the hell you see that. Like, you just bullshitting at this point. You just bullshitting at this point. Well, you've been bullshitting since day one, but the fact that he could say all that, but because he ends off with saying something nice about you, so that then everything's okay. Like, you want to continue with him. At this point, if that's what you want to do, go ahead, but stop bringing up shit then. If that's the case, like, stop bringing up concerns, because it seems like you could bring up concerns, but it's like, for what? He gonna shut it down. Like, that's your relationship, not mine. But I'm just kind of like, if that's the case, you gonna stick beside him, leave us out of it. Leave us out of it. People try to come to your defense and it still don't work. Like, you gonna stick beside him. Chris wants someone that he could do whatever he want, and they just shut up and just accept it and just let him come whenever he wants. Like, and it seemed like you gonna turn into that person. Like, you're already in the works of becoming that person, Cindy. And I don't want that for you. But if that's what you want, then go do you, boo. Be with him, do whatever, get dogged out. Not dogged out in that what sense, but like, kind of not treated the way you should be treated. And leave us out of it. I'm whatever. Whatever, that's your relationship. Whatever, we're moving on. We didn't have Chris. I mean, we're not really moving on because we didn't get to Chris making a PSA announcement in the middle of people like about to eat dinner about the gossip in the house. Diamond tries to speak up. Joanna kind of shuts it down. She goes off and interjects, and then everyone goes quiet. Even Diamond makes mention like, okay, nobody wants to talk now. I'm the only one talking when all of us feel the same way. And it's like, I mean, this is not my situation. Like, I may feel the same way. I'm not gonna say nothing like this. Now, I'm here for whoever I'm here with. Like, I'm not here for y'all. So even though I may have opinions about what's going on, I'm saying it here and not like in front of them, because it's like, what difference it doesn't make. Like, we gonna, like, they still gonna do whatever. And clearly, I mean, you see that from the way they both getting all hot and heated and stuff. Plus, Aaron J don't care. The only person that looks like cares in the little situation, as far as like the four of them is concerned, like, Chris, Sandia, Joanna, and Aaron, is Sandia. So if anyone, she should be the one that's speaking up, but she can't even speak up because she's a little mouse compared to Chris, who's gonna walk all over, and she's allowing him to walk all over. So at this point, it's like, what else is there to say? And she gonna stick beside him. So for us, For the rest of the people, we like what they gonna do what they gonna do. Like we don't give. We don't give. Like we can make comments about how we feel, how it looks, but like at the end of the day, that's them. They gonna do what they do. We over it, cause I'm over it. So after that whole shindig, Diamond talks with Aaron H a little bit, feeling, like he didn't really have her back, and he said she seemed like she got it. And technically, he already talked to Chris about how it's being perceived before, so I guess that's probably why he feel like there's nothing else for him to say. And as regards to the rest of the house, probably they feel like none else they need to stay either, because at the end of the day, you could say all you want to stay, Zendaya's gonna stick beside him. So what else that's it. It's over. So after that, Diamond, she's over it. Her and Aaron H and Josh and Shay, they go to the boom boom room for the rest of the night or for dinner, because they're not trying to deal with their food, because they're like, oh, I'm not trying to eat nobody's food who's acting like that or have that animosity towards me or whatever. So they separate themselves, and that's literally where the episode ends. Well, Zendaya, I just wish you would stand up. That's what I'm gonna end it off, because like I don't understand. You letting this guy really like make you feel like you don't have no voice. He already said your feelings isn't valid. But nigga, all right, we're not talking about me. All right, so that's where the episode ends. I'm not gonna go on my little tangent. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you laughed at least once, please subscribe. If you didn't laugh, come back in like 2 hours with the next video. Okay, so I can get caught up. Hopefully you'll laugh then, and then you can subscribe then, okay? You know what I'm saying? And then, comment down below what you thought about this episode. Be easy, breezy, lemon squeezy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.